Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Shonda, and believe it or not, we are not opening a box tonight. I know it might be hard to believe, but we're gonna do a little stick with me. Don't get me wrong, I love unboxings, I love doing them, but tonight I just wanted to sit down, make a video, chat with you guys, work on my picture, and just have fun. That's what I wanted to do. But before we get into all that, I wanted to take a minute and say thank you to somebody, and that is to Wendy from Gone Off My Meds. When I did what I did for her, I in no way expected any kind of acknowledgement. I did it simply because I wanted to. And mainly it was for two reasons. One was I had heard her kind of mention it before, and I knew that she was trying not to spend a lot of money because her husband was getting his business off the ground, and so they were dealing with that. And I just had a huge amount of respect for her for backing her husband, supporting him like that while he did what he wanted to do. And so that was one reason. The other was to say thank you for all of her help. And when I say help, I don't just mean answering a question, if I had it about starting my channel, which she was always more than happy to answer. But as a thank you for just making her videos. She spends a lot of time doing that, and I'm sure sometimes she gets burnt out maybe, but there's been so many days that maybe I was having a bad day, just things kind of weighing me down, or just one thing and another that comes along with life. And I would watch her videos and they would put me in a better mood. One, either because she was having a bad day too, and I felt like she could sympathize with what I was going through, or she was just doing something to make me laugh. And I just felt like I wanted to thank her for that, because I don't think sometimes she even realizes what her videos do or how they impact people. So once again, Wendy, I didn't expect anything in return from that. I did it just because I wanted to, but thank you for being so sweet and for all of your sweet words. And I've gained so many subscribers. It blows my mind. I'm like, the last time I checked, I think I'm at 166, and it just blows my mind that there are 166 people out there that care about what I post in a video. That just absolutely blows my mind. So thanks to all of you who have subscribed and left comments. They really do mean the world to me. And but anyway, enough about being sappy. We're gonna have fun, and I'm just gonna give you a heads up. I'm probably gonna bump this table that this camera is sitting on, or this phone. I'm trying to sound all bougie. I don't have a camera, I have a phone that this phone is sitting on, because this is the first time I have set up like this. And let me tell y'all, it was a chore, because I had to set it up so y'all could see without y'all being able to see the chaos that is going on in my kitchen. I'm gonna get my first color before I get into all this, because I am sure a lot of you know what it is like. Just give you a little bit of filling in. My son had a birthday on October the 3rd. He turned 5, which, fantastic. I mean, I'm so thankful that I have a happy and healthy little boy. I'm grateful every day. He turned 5 on the 3rd. We had his birthday party on the 7th. And when you have a birthday party for a child, you bring so much stuff home with you, from cupcakes that were left over, presents, just all this stuff. So my kitchen is an absolute disaster. Not to mention, my living room looks like the Miracle Hill box exploded in it. And there is crap everywhere. That leads me into my next little rant, if you will. I'm going to say this. These people that design these boxes that children's toys are packaged into should be shot. I mean, y'all, it is absolutely, if you don't have children, the struggle nowadays with these boxes. I can understand they need to package things so they will not be stolen. Perfectly understand that. If it is something small, an action figure, yeah, somebody could stick it in their pocket. If it is a Paw Patrol Sea Patroller that is about 2.5 feet long, I'm going to say a good 8 inches wide, and about 10 inches tall, and you feel the need to strap it down to this piece of cardboard with all of these ties made out of twine or whatever it is, all these tabs that have to be turned a certain way, and zip ties that have to be cut off. Let me tell you, if somebody walks out of the Walmart with that tucked up under their shirt and they don't get caught, they deserve to have it. I mean, and that's just me. But some of these things, the way they're packaged, is absolutely just uncalled for. And then, on top of that, not only are you having to fight to get this thing out of the package, you got the 5-year-old beside you hollering, "Mama, are you done? Are you done? Are you done?" And, I'm just sitting there going, are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. But anyway. The other day, when we had to go to Sam's to pick up the cupcakes and cake for said birthday party, I always look in the book section. We see if there's any good books out for my little man. And while I was over there, I saw an interesting book. And the name of this book is, oh, you're not going to barely be able to see it good. You gotta be kidding. It is a whole book of would you rather questions. It says they are gross, embarrassing, and just plain silly stuff about boogers, bugs, smelly socks, itchy scabs, and much more. As I opened up a few pages, I thought that would probably make for some pretty good videos. So, we officially have 400 pages of Would You Rathers. So, we're just going to open up random places and see what we come along with. So, let's go with the first one. All right. Would you rather have to sew all your own clothes or have to grow and hunt your own food? This is not really a hard one for me. I'm going to say I would rather have to sew my own clothes because I do not have a green thumb. If I were willing to scroll around behind me right now, we would see a brown crunchy peace lily behind me. It needs to be thrown away. I'm not very good at keeping things alive, so I would starve to death. So I'm going to say I would rather have to make my own clothes. That being said, I mean, I'm not that great of a sewer either, but I mean, I feel like anybody could make a toga if push come to shove. I'm just saying. I don't know. I definitely know I could not raise enough food to feed me and my family. So there's that. Next one. Let's see. Would you rather pick a carpet clean with tweezers instead of vacuuming it, or trim the lawn with nail clippers instead of mowing it? Who thought of these questions? I'm gonna say pick a carpet clean with tweezers instead of vacuuming it, because, well, I can say that about my house. First off, I don't have any carpet. We have hardwood floors, so I mean, I could do a rug. But I mean, who wouldn't pick a rug over a whole yard? You know, if if I had to cut my whole yard with nail clippers, Lord, we'd just be looking like we lived in the jungle. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Okay. Would you rather have rainbow colored hair or always have braces on your teeth? I'm going to go with braces on my teeth. And the reason why I say that is because I'm one of those weird people that when I was a teenager, I could not wait to get my braces. I thought it was cool. Cool people had braces, and I wanted some. Luckily, my stepmother worked for the orthodontist, and my teeth were not horribly, messed up, but they were enough to where it could be justified to put braces on. So I got my braces, and let me tell you, I was a happy, happy girl. I never really minded them that much. I mean, yeah, they were sore after, had to go have them tightened, but other than that, they never really bothered me that bad. So I would definitely go with braces all the time. Put that on crooked. All right. Next one. Let's see. Would you rather put on a pair of shoes filled with duck droppings or put on a hat full of raw eggs? I'm going to say put on a hat full of raw eggs, because I have put eggs on my hair before. They're actually a really good conditioner. So, I mean, that's not too bad. I could be conditioning my hair while I, did what I had to do. So, yeah, I'm going to say that. I'm going to have to adjust this table, too. I am somehow off kilter, and it's moving when I... All right, we're going to have to fix this. Okay. Next question. Would you rather get poison ivy? This is how it is in the book. Would you rather get poison ivy all over your rear end or in between all of your fingers and toes? I'm on in between my fingers and toes, because I can wear flip-flops, leave my feet out to scratch them if I needed to. My hands, same way. I can't imagine what it'd be like going around scratching my ass all the time because I had poison ivy on it. I mean, how do you... And you can't explain that to everybody, so you just be walking through the grocery store. People just see you scratching. They just assume you don't know how to, wipe properly. I don't know. So, I'm going to go with fingers and toes, because scratching your hand, scratching your foot does not look that bad, as opposed to walking around scratching the other all the time. So, yeah. Okay, next one. Would you rather have to fish in a large pond until you catch something and be allowed to use only your bare hands, or have to completely untangle a golf ball sized knot of thread? I'd rather untangle the ball of thread, just because I am not good fishing with a fishing pole, much less my bare hands. We would be out there literally for no telling how long if we were waiting on me to catch a fish with my bare hands. So I think, yeah, we're gonna go with we're going to go with the ball of thread. And now, don't get me wrong. That would irritate me to no end. I would probably get mad quite a few times. Have to put it down, walk away, and come back. But I still think I could get that done before I caught a fish with my bare hands. So we're going to go with that. All right. Let's see. For the love. Would you rather eat fried monkey brains or eat the raw guts from a huge snake? Some of these have little tidbits down at the bottom, so I'm going to read you this one. Some Asian cultures supposedly eat monkey brains. Rumor has it that live monkeys are... Oh, no. Now we can't read that. No. That's just too much. I can't do that. Between the two, it did not say I had to kill the monkey. So, based on that, I'm going to say the fried monkey brains. Because with that snake business, I just tend to think you probably going to see it killed. Which, I mean, they ain't no snake that's my best friend. I kind of wish they were all dead. Don't mean I want to eat their raw guts. So, I mean, there's no winning in that question. But, there's what I got for you. So, let's see. Next one. Would you rather be forbidden to eat any candy, cookies, or ice cream for a whole year, but be allowed to eat anything else you want? Or be allowed to eat all those treats, but also have to eat 3 servings a day of broccoli or cauliflower? Candy, cookies I could do without. Ice cream would be tough. But at the same time, I mean, I like broccoli. I'm not a huge fan of cauliflower, but, I mean, could if I had to. I think I could go without candies, cookies, or ice cream and be fine with it. So I'm going to say that because broccoli and cauliflower 3 meals a day, y'all. That's going to get old quick. And can you imagine the gas you'd have? Oh, good grief. I can't even imagine. So, yeah, we're going to go with that. I'm getting my next cover. It's going to take me just a second. So, okay. These are interesting. Would you rather be friends with a witch or friends with a giant? I mean, if you had to pick one, I'm going to say witch might be a better option there. Just because, I mean, a giant's big. He could, take care of some people for you. But that witch, she can do all kinds of stuff. She, put spells on people. And I mean, there's a lot a witch can do. So, I think I'd have to go with a witch if I had to pick one. All right. Ooh, would you rather sit in a pit full of worms for a day or live in a room filled with rats for a week? I had to sit in that pit full of worms for a day. I mean, worms are not my favorite by any means, but I can handle them. And the other reason is it's a day, not a week. Like, you can just sit in that tank with them worms, just, think happy thoughts for a day. Get that crap over with, and then you good. Phew, a week with some rats now. I wouldn't sleep a wink. How's somebody gonna make it through a week? No, ma'am, I couldn't do it. So, that takes care of that. All right, next one. Would you rather eat 10 pounds of cheese in one sitting or eat a bucket of peanut butter with nothing to drink? I'm going to have to say eat a bucket of peanut butter with nothing to drink. I mean, we'd have to have no, you know, it'd have to not have a time limit because it's going to take a hot minute to get that bucket down. But can you imagine somebody eating 10 pounds of cheese in one sitting? That they wouldn't go to the bathroom for weeks. I mean, they would just be completely stopped up. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go with peanut butter. Y'all better have a big old glass of something ready when I'm done with that bucket. I'll tell you that right now. All right. Would you rather ride a bull in the rodeo or be the rodeo clown that tries to get the bull's attention? First instinct, I'm going to say the clown. Just because, I mean, neither one of them's easy. I'm just going to say, I've never done either. Been to a lot of rodeos, but I've never done either. Still going to say the clown for the simple fact is that bull comes out and bucks you off. You ain't got a whole lot of choice. You up in the air. You are coming down hard. And it's going to hurt. But if you're the clown, at least you got a chance of making it to that fence and getting away. Clean getaway. So, I'm going to have to go with the clown. Even though I'd hate being the one just egging it on. You know, come on, big boy. Like, what kind of idiot does that? But if it's to help the others to safety, yeah. And like I said, you got more of a chance of getting away without getting hurt. So we're going to go clown on this one. Even though I don't like a clown. Okay. Would you rather wake up one morning and discover that your body is covered with hundreds of snails, or wake up to find that your nose and ears are filled with a weird smelling yellow slime? Again, this is kind of going to go back to the egg thing. I'm going to say the snails. And the reason I say that is because those snail secretion, you know, secretions, are supposedly good for your skin. So, I mean, they're not poisonous. So they wouldn't bite you. They wouldn't kill you. The secretions are good for your skin, and you can just knock them off, you know. You wake up with some kind of weird smelling slime in your ears and your nose. How long is that going to take for you to get it out? It's going to take a lot longer than it would to knock some snails off. I can tell you right now. You'd be digging in that nose and them ears. And that would just be nasty. So, yeah, we're gonna go with slime, with the snail slime. Okay, have to run 5 miles as fast as you can on a trail covered with 1-inch layer of honey, or on a trail covered with popcorn to your knees. Good Lord, who thought of these questions? But anyway, I'm gonna say the popcorn, actually, because, like, I mean, the honey's gonna be tough to run on. And my initial reaction was to say the honey, because you think about what it's like to run in sand, you know, or with your feet deep in something. But you really think about it, popcorn is really light and airy. It's not like running in sand that's knee deep. So, or water even. You know, water's tough to run in when you're up to your knees. I'm going to go with the popcorn. I mean, I'm acting like I really got to do this. I was about to say it might come back to bite me. No, it's not. It's in a book. I'm answering questions. Yep, we're going to go with popcorn. Okay. Next one. Would you rather travel around the world in a hot air balloon or travel around the world in a sailboat? I'm going to go sailboat. because that hot air balloon, you can't fit a lot in a hot air balloon. I mean, I need some food, change of clothes. Sailboat usually has a radio. You know, I get in trouble, I can at least holler out a mayday. Something happens, somebody might see my little boat out there come to help me. Somebody just sees a hot air balloon going through the air, they're just gonna, oh, how pretty, keep on going. Never gonna cross their mind somebody's in there might need some help. So I'm gonna say sailboat, even though I do get seasick. So I thought I'd probably get sick being that high up too. So it's a crapshoot. I mean, all right, I'm gonna get this straightened up. We're gonna go to the next one, guys. Okay. Would you rather not be able to do anything to clean up in the morning except brush your teeth, or be able to wash your whole body except not be allowed to brush your teeth? Okay. It says not be able to do anything to clean up in the morning except brush your teeth. Oh, I can do this now. I'll take that one. Not be able to do anything in the morning except brush your teeth, because I take a shower at night. Get up next morning, brush my teeth. I'm clean head to toe, and we taken care of. Somebody didn't think that out real good when they worded it, I don't think. Because that wasn't much of a would you rather. So, on to the next. Okay. Would you rather stand still at the end of a tennis court while the world's best tennis player rips 100 balls in a row at you, or stand still on home plate and let a major league pitcher throw 20 balls at you? I'm going to go with the tennis player on this one. The only reason I say that is because I feel like a tennis player is probably going to be less accurate. Like, I feel like a major league pitcher, they are pretty accurate with their pitching. So, out of 20, there's a good chance they are going to nail me with a good many of those. Tennis player, I feel like they might miss me more than they would hit me. So, yeah, I think I got to go with nothing against tennis players. I mean, I couldn't do it. They amaze me with... They also kill me with those noises they make. Like when they serve the ball, I mean, even women, they serve that ball and you just hear them, ah! I'm just like, man, they're getting some serious anger out, you know? Amazes me. But anyway, on to the next one. All right. Would you rather try to take a banana from a giant monkey, or try to take an egg from a mother goose while she's sitting on the nest? God, a goose hurts when they snap on you. That giant monkey will tear you up. And they fast, like you couldn't run away from it neither. If it's a giant monkey, I'm going to have to say try to take it from the goose, I guess. Because, I mean, they hurt, but probably not as much as a giant monkey if they tearing your tail up. So, I wouldn't want to have to do either. But if somebody had a gun to my head, I guess I'd have to choose the goose. Wow. Okay. Would you rather have your only toy be an Etch-a-Sketch or a container of silly putty? Oh, Etch-a-Sketch all day. I remember having one of those when I was little. Got pretty good at making pictures on it too. You know, I mean, I'd have some I was so proud of. And then be walking through the house, not realizing it, just skipping along, get to the living room, and I done shook half that picture off. Have to start all over. Or else something happens and you don't mean to and you drop it and there it goes. Gone forever. But I would still stay an Etch-a-Sketch. I had fun with mine. Just learning different things to do and You know, back then you didn't have YouTube videos like I'm making right now to show you how to do all that stuff. You had to, either your friends showed you because they figured something out, or you tried it till you figured it out. You learned. So, yeah, I loved that. I also loved my light bright. I don't know if y'all remember those, the board with the light bulb and little colored pegs. We have a children's museum here near where I live, and they have a huge version, like it takes up a huge wall in there, of a light bright. And I took my little boy to that museum not long ago, and I just stood there. We stood there and played with that light bright for I don't know how long. And I felt like I could have stood there all day playing with it. I felt like I was a kid again, I guess. Because you don't see a lot of those toys anymore. So I felt so old when my little boy was younger. He's still young. I wanted to find him one of the little original See and Say. You know, they had like the barnyard animals, and you pulled the string and the little thing spun around and told you, the sound of the animal. I wanted one of those, and I wanted him to have one of the, oh, that ain't gonna work, the phones that you pull behind you, and the little eyes moved up and down, and the phone cord was about 3 inches long. But anyway, we were at a toy store when we were on vacation, and they had all of these Fisher-Price toys that we had when we were younger, and I was so excited. So I said, I'm going to buy him a See and Say and one of the little phones. I can't remember what the phone's called. Picked them out, paid for them. We got in the car, and I get to looking at them, and I am 39, y'all. I will be 40 in March, and I'm perfectly okay with it. Hey, in my 39 years, I have been through a lot, and I'm still here, so I'm okay with turning 40. But I pulled that box out of the bag, and that little phone on the outside of it said, vintage Fisher-Price. And I distinctly remember looking around at my husband and saying, who the hell do they think they are, saying we are vintage? At the time, we were probably 36. I was probably 36. I mean, it just blew my mind that the toys that we played with are classified as vintage. I couldn't get over it, because I guess I'm one of those people that, yes, I know my age. I am fully aware of how old I am. But most days, I do not feel my age. There are a lot of days when somebody asks me my age, and like my first knee-jerk instinct is to say like 28. But I have to stop and think for a minute to think, now you aren't, girl, you are not 28. You are far from it. Because a lot of times I feel that way. Now there's a lot of days too, well, I ain't gonna say a lot. There's some days I wake up and I feel about like I'm 78. I can't drag myself out of the bed. But I know we all have those days. The fact that I have them is nothing different. But you could have knocked me over with a feather when that thing said vintage. My husband got tickled because I was, who do they think they are? But yeah, it was just a shock to me, I guess. But all right, here we go. Let's see. Oh God, would you rather have a job cleaning silverware in your mouth or cleaning golf balls in your mouth? Oh my word. God. Oh Lord, I'm not gonna lie, my first instinct was to say golf balls with my mouth, because all I could think was, okay, that silverware has been in God knows whose mouth while they were eating food. But then I'm like, who knows what that golf ball has rolled through? Has there been a dog on the golf course and that might be the toughest one I've come across yet. I'm really thinking about it. I can't. Oh. I guess I'd have to go with the silverware. I mean, if it was something I had to do, I'd just have to try to just put it out of my mind and do it. You know, when I see these would you rathers, I guess I put it in the scenario of like somebody's life depends on it. Would you, do these? So, I mean, obviously, if it come right down to it and somebody's life depended on it, I would do either. If it was my family or my child, I wouldn't even think about it. Whatever they told me I had to do, I would do. So, but that's a tough one right there. I just don't know. Okay. Would you rather catch a porcupine thrown from a second-story window or get sprayed by a skunk? These are interesting facts on this one. A porcupine can have as many as 30,000 quills, and they're all sharp. That's a lot. A spotted skunk will often do a handstand before it sprays. So it gives you a show before it... Anyway, gives you a show before it sprays you. I'm going to go with the skunk. Simply because I know that there's ways to get rid of that skunk smell. Catching that porcupine from 2 stories up is going to leave a mark. That's going to hurt for a while. The skunk spray, yeah, it might take a day or two to get out of your nose. But, I think you could get that taken care of a lot easier than healing up from the porcupine. So I'm going to go with the skunk. Even, like I said, this is one of those, neither one was good. Would you rather spend the day swimming with dolphins or take a long ride on an elephant? I'm going to say spend the day swimming with dolphins. I'm a water person. I love the water. I honestly am not particularly fond of the ocean, just because I don't like not being able to see what's under my feet or what is around me. And in the ocean, I feel like something could very easily come up on me that I'm not expecting and just take me on out. I also do not particularly care for a lake. And we have a lot of lakes around here. A lot of people love going to the lake. They have boats, they go to the lake, they spend all day, they fish, they hang out. Hey, you know what? You do you, and I am happy you enjoy it. In my mind, here's what I see. When you are at the lake and you are on a boat with all your friends and you are out in the middle of this water and somebody says, I've got to pee, what do? Jump in the water. When I look at that water, one, I can't see the bottom, so that's another thing that factors into it. I see just a big toilet because that's where everybody goes when they have to go to the bathroom. And people have tried to say things to convince me otherwise. It does not work. Also, all I can think of is, I wonder how many dead bodies are in this lake that we don't know about, and we're just swimming in and amongst it. I can't do it, y'all. Can't do it. You give me a swimming pool, I am good for however long you want to leave me out there. I can just swim forever. But the lake and the ocean, now if it was one of those places where you swim with the dolphins, it's kind of like a little sectioned off area. Oh yeah, I am all in. Y'all probably gonna think this woman has lost her mind. I guess everybody has their quirks, and those just happen to be mine. But of the two, I think I would pick the dolphins just because they seem to be so sweet. I'm sure they have had their moments, but they do seem to be very sweet and interact well with humans. So we're gonna go with that. All right, on to the next one. Would you rather be a twin or be an only child? Well, I can answer that. I would say only child. I am an only child between my parents. They divorced when I was younger. My husband was also an only child. His parents are still together. And I was perfectly okay with being an only child. So was my husband. So much so that when we decided to have a child, we knew that we only wanted to have one. That was good for us. And I remember my mother-in-law saying that she asked my husband one time if he would like to have a brother or sister, because I think she wanted to have another baby, and my father-in-law maybe did not or wasn't as keen on the idea. And so she asked my husband if he would like to have a little brother or sister, and he said no. And she said, why not? He said, well, I have friends at school and I don't have to share my toys at home. So I thought that was a pretty good answer. Even though we knew we only wanted one, I remember watching a cartoon with my little boy one time, and in the cartoon, the main character was his parents were having a little sister for him, and I looked at Jason, I said, would you want to have a little brother or sister? And he just looked up and said, no, I just want a banana. That was easy enough. I gave him a banana, and that was the end of that. So we just have the one sweet little boy. Plus, I have to say, we had a little bit of a complication when I was pregnant with Jace. Turned out to really not be that big of a deal, but we didn't know that at first. So they scheduled me to see a maternal fetal medicine doctor, and it was about 3 weeks before my appointment. So we went 3 weeks not knowing what was going on. I was scared, just terrified that they were going to tell me, either he was not going to make it, or, just the worst things run through your mind. And in those 3 weeks, I remember, in a sense, making a deal with God. And I told him that if he would please, please, please let me have my one healthy little boy, because a little boy was what I'd always wanted. If he would please let me have my one healthy little boy, I'd never ask for another one. I'd never try to have any more. I would be completely happy, satisfied with him, and so I kept my word. When I got my one healthy little boy, that was it. We were done. I bumped this camera. I'm going to fix it. So that was the other part of it too. All right. Let's see. Well, that was a long answer to that question, wasn't it? Okay. Would you rather burn your mouth really badly every time you eat pizza, or never eat pizza again. I am probably going to be in the minority when I say this, but I could probably never eat pizza again. And the only reason I say that is I am not huge. I don't like tomatoes. I am not huge on the tomato sauce. If we order pizza or go somewhere to eat pizza, if they have any option that does not have pizza sauce, that's usually what I will go for. Like if they have stromboli, or my little boy loves Little Caesars garlic cheese bread or Italian cheese bread. Now that we can both eat because it doesn't have sauce on it. It's just cheese bread, you know, nothing good for you. But I could probably go without pizza for the rest of my life and not be too terribly bothered by it. I just now realized that if my voice sounds a little bit deep on here, I've got the wonderful sinus stuff going on because we are changing seasons down here in the South again. We are oh, sweet Lord, ushering, let's get our words right, ushering in some cooler weather, so that is kicking off things in my head. And I have drainage going on, so I sound a little raspy probably. But all right, where are we at in this thing? We are at 46 minutes. Okay, we're gonna do a few more, and then we'll call it an evening. Okay. Would you rather have your skin change colors based on how you are feeling, like red for anger or blue for sadness? Or have your skin change to the color of whatever you last ate, like green for peas or purple for grape soda? I guess for what I just ate. I mean, if it's going to be turning colors anyway, why not be what you just ate? Because I ain't going to tell you, there's a lot of times I'm mad at somebody, but, you know, it's something just that I'm feeling, and I'll get over it. I don't really need them to know that I'm mad about it at the time, because sometimes we get mad over petty stuff, and if it's something major, you know, a lot of times I can't keep it to myself, but there's also times that I just real quick get mad about something, and then either later that evening or the next day, I think, you were stupid for getting mad about that. You know, it was petty, and I don't know, you were just having a bad day or whatever, so I'd probably go with the food. Just because not everybody needs to know kind of how you're feeling all the time. All right. Let's see. God. Would you rather be stuck in a dark, warm place or in a cold, light place? Cold, light place. Cold, light place. One, I can't stand being hot. I mean, it is what it is. I am not a little skinny girl. I mean, homegirl over here can't stand the heat. I don't like to sweat. I do not like to feel sweat running down inconvenient places on my body. I mean, I'm just calling it like I see it. So I would rather be in a cold, light place because I can put on a lot of clothes and get warm. And in the light, I can see what's around me. In that dark place, there's liable to be all kinds of, no. Cold, light, any day. Give me that. All right. We're going to do one more. Let's go to the bag, see what we can find. Would you rather sleep as much as a cat does or never need any sleep? Honestly, I'm probably one of the people that would rather, excuse me, sorry about that. I'm probably one of the few people that would like to never have to have any sleep. Because there's a lot of nights that you know, I have to work late or have stuff to do, and I get home and I just don't have enough time to do everything I need to do and then what I want to do. So if I didn't require sleep, I'd have a lot more time to get both things done. So yeah, I would like to not, you know, not have to sleep and not be tired. If that's, yeah, and that's what I'm assuming they're saying, is that you don't require any sleep. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. There is no way I could sleep as much as a cat does. I would feel like I had been hit by a Mack truck. There's no way. So, alright guys, well, we are at 50 minutes, so I am gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys for watching. I had a good time just chatting, talking with y'all. You probably think I'm some kind of raving lunatic by now, but I hope not. You got a little bit more insight to what I'm like, you know. I enjoy doing these. I hope to get to do some more. Probably will have another unboxing or two coming. I've got another picture coming from a little boy and a surprise for my mother-in-law. So see those coming up before long. But thanks again to everybody that watched. If you enjoyed it, subscribe, hit the notification button. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you made it all the way to the end. Props to you. I applaud you if you made it all the way to the end. And I hope you guys do come back. And leave me a comment, like I said. If there's anything in particular you'd like to see, need to know, drop me a line about those, and I will do whatever I can to make it happen. So I hope you all are having a wonderful night, and until my next video, bye y'all.